Hello, this is Anna with Cottage on Oak, and good morning from my side of the United States. Today, I wanted to share with you my breakfast I have been trying to eat every morning as I am in my third trimester, and that is scrambled eggs. Now, not to brag, but I have really perfected my scrambled egg cooking mastery, I guess. So first, I like to take my cast iron, put some coconut oil, and let it heat up until the pan is nice and hot. And then, after it's nice and hot, I add in my eggs. But first, you have to whip them really good. Now, my least favorite part about this recipe is the little brown tinge you'll see on the bottom from the first pouring of the eggs onto the heated pan. But I guess it's not that bad. I am happy that the eggs are not sticking to the cast iron, which is great. So I'm also making some eggs for my children for breakfast as well. And look at that beautiful cast iron pan. That was lovely. Now I have a co-op friend who sells sourdough products, and this is one of her products. It's a cinnamon roll loaf, and my kids love it. So I'm slicing up 3 slices for us, one for each of us, and I'm going to toast mine and my son's straight on that cast iron. I cook our eggs in coconut oil because my son has dairy problems, so I try to keep that low. And I love honey on top of my eggs. It is so good. And I also want to share with you my daily pregnancy drink. So first I am putting some red raspberry leaf tea into a ball jar with some leftover electrolytes from a local tea shop. And then I like to have some cranberry juice in here, but straight cranberries is not my favorite, so I do the cran watermelon. Some Celtic sea salt, a strawberry lemonade packet, mix that all together, ice and water, and I'm done. And I drink this once a day, sometimes twice a day. And it's just good to help me keep my hydration up and my everything else up, I guess. And I will say I have enjoyed this pregnancy. It's been my healthiest one so far. Now to share with you this huge stick that I wanted to stick up by my mantle, but it's way too tall. And so now I have to figure out what to do with it.
Soon. When we done soon.
Too tall. It's like 60 feet tall. It's like a poison tree. Very awesome. Whee!
Now, I know it's early, but I have a baby coming at the end of this month, and I wanted to have some fall decor out before I am in full baby mode. So first, I wanted to take these sconces off the wall from either side of the fireplace. I feel like they're more of a Christmas, springtime feel, not a moody fall feel. First, I needed to spruce up the living room, and I did something that I never thought I would do. I bought a new coffee table off of Facebook Marketplace. Now, I love this coffee table that I have right now that I'm cleaning off, but it is so stained up. I've tried so many things to get the stains out and I can't. And it is also really large. Now, I usually sell items to buy another item, but I wasn't sure if I would like this switch out. So I am keeping this coffee table in my garage for right now, just in case I end up wanting to get rid of the one I just bought. And of course, when you move around furniture, it is inevitable that you are going to have to clean, which I love. I love freshening up a new space and making it nice and clean and enjoyable. Now, I had to move this coffee table into the living room by myself, and I am very pregnant, and this coffee table is extremely heavy. So I had to take it easy and move it a little bit at a time. But let me know what you think so far. I feel like this coffee table is perfect for fall, and I am so excited. And it's a lot thinner than the other coffee table. Normally I will clip out a lot of this extra footage here, but I wanted to share that a lot of times when you're decorating, it's a lot of little movements. So you have to move this piece of furniture here and then try this piece of furniture there, and you know, scooch it this way a little and then scooch it back because that didn't look good. So not everything is done perfect the first time. It sometimes takes a little bit of maneuvering to figure out how you want your space to look. And the same goes when I'm decorating like a table or even this coffee table here. It took me a while to figure out what books I wanted to place on top, what bowl or pitcher or floral arrangement, and it took me a few days to figure out how I wanted to end up with this coffee table looking. Okay, you guys, I'm wanting to share with you my recent antique buy. This coffee table is onyx stone on top, I believe is what the description said anyways. It does have this large crack. Again, you guys know I don't care about imperfections like that. I've said it before, but I have a lot of flower motifs like this in my furniture. I have my chairs in my dining room have this on top and some other furniture. And on the bottom underneath, not sure if you could see that, but it has a sticker on the bottom underneath the coffee table that says Made in Turkey. Anytime I buy a new antique or vintage item, I like to look for markings, stamps, or stickers to try to identify the piece, and I also like to try to identify the time or the year that it was built. So I have the location, thankfully, Made in Turkey. The year I'm still unsure about, so if you have any information about this, please let me know down in the comments below. I have a large I have a large stash of old books, and I love using those in my decor. This one is of a church father, Josephus. I did a paper of him, over him in college. But this is what I ended up with on the table decor. Now it's time to work on my mantle. I liked it, but it wasn't giving me fall feelings, you know. And so I put on a Lauren Nicholson YouTube video of her decorating her home for fall. She has some great videos, I'm sure you've heard of her. And I just started taking the mantle apart while watching her. And to be honest, I had no idea what I was going to do or how I was going to decorate this mantle. But I knew I wanted to keep the draped lace feeling, especially for October coming up, just because it can look like a big spider web, I guess, when that time comes. But in the meantime, it's still just beautiful. And so I also kept that little stack of books to the left of the lace tablecloth there because I like those. I cleaned off the mantle. Now I'm just placing back my decor kind of like what I had before with the silver plates on either side and then the large golden mirror in the center. Now to share with you one of my recent antique books that I have acquired. It is from the 1800s, I believe. I need to look at it better, I can't remember. But it has marbling on the edges, on the inside. It is crumbly, it is old. I love, love, love it. I love old books, if you haven't noticed. Who doesn't? And so I was happy to put that on my mantle for fall decor. Now the faux stems that I'm working with, I bought these last year for my fall decor, and I'm using them again this year because they are just wonderful. I love them. I think these are supposed to be like blueberries or something on this stem. I can't really remember. All I know is I love the coloring and the stickiness of this faux stem. So I'm just placing these behind the mirror and the silver plates, and I have 2 of the blueberry stems and then 2 of these little stems. I don't know what these are for, but I love the stickiness of these as well. I have seen some Hobby Lobby Shop With Me videos, and there are a few garlands that I have my eye on, but I am sure they are probably sold out by now. But I'm hoping to find some of those for my home this year. And I also want to spruce up my pillows on the couch. The pillows that I have are stained up. I have kids, so it's inevitable. But I've had these cushions for over a year. Probably 2 years, actually. So that's a good long time for them to last. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm wanting to look at Home Goods for some plaid pillows from there for our couch for the fall, winter seasons coming up. So here's what we are working with so far with the mantle, and I'm loving it. I will end up adding more. I have an entire video on my date Snickers, but I've changed up the recipe a little bit. Instead of squishing the medjool dates down flat, I just open them up and scoop the peanut butter inside them, so that way they are their own little piece of bar, I guess you could say. And it is so much easier. So this is my updated date Snickers recipe. See here, I'm just leaving them as they are. It's so much easier. I've also added more nuts and peanuts instead of just cashews. So this is a great pregnancy and healthy snack to keep at home. And the other day I noticed my plates looking a little dirty because they are right above the oven where I cook. So I ended up cleaning those off with a little Windex and paper towels, and it worked out beautifully. So that was nice to freshen up this space. Now on this side of my mantle, there's this little space here, and I just keep a stack of old books that I have, and I've recently acquired some new ones. So I'm going to add some new ones up to this stash and make it look a little cleaner and better. I used to not grab old books if I wasn't interested in what the book was saying, but now with everything going on, I will try to collect books as much as I can at any opportunity that I have. And I love having them stacked everywhere up in my home. And also, a lot of people will ask me for old books to decorate with, and so it's nice to have some on hand that I can give away. Now this book isn't very old, but I thought the illustrations were beautiful. It's in another language. The cover was gorgeous. I've never seen anything like it, and so I was excited to have this one added into my collection. And the other day I was super tired, so I wanted to do something that didn't require a lot of standing, and so I decided to make some more beeswax candles. So I watched a video from Our Oily House, and she added honey to her beeswax, her melted beeswax, as well as vanilla extract, so I decided to try that. But when I added the honey into the semi-cooled off melted beeswax, it instantly solidified a little bit, I guess because of the temperature differences. And so I tried to mix that out, and it was so hard to do. It was so clumpy. A lot of it did end up, thinning out, melting out, but some of it I had to scoop the clumps out of the beeswax mixture and just leave them out. And I did re-add that melted beeswax to the warm water just to help the honey mix in with the beeswax. And from there, you can see this huge clump that I'm about to take out. And I think I ended up using it in a different batch of beeswax candles. But before I poured the wax into my containers, I did use some E6000 glue to keep the wicks glued to the bottom of the containers. And these are wood wicks that I bought off of Amazon, and the beeswax granules are from Azure. I have yet to light these in my own home, but to be honest, when I was pouring this mixture, I really couldn't even smell the honey or the vanilla extract. I mostly simply smelled the beeswax. I'm trying to find a pretty spot in my kitchen to show you this candle, and my kitchen is just a wreck, so bear with me. Okay, I only melted enough beeswax to fill this one, and you can see it didn't fill it all the way, but it looks so pretty. I love this tea tin. I am gonna have to clip the wick down, which is fine, but that looks great. And I still have the lid to put on top. So here's the finished product. I love the way these look. They're so beautiful. I love beeswax, and I'm excited to have these on hand as gifts coming up. I need to make more. But thank you so much for watching. This is Anna with Cottage on Oak. Please like and subscribe and comment hello down below and let me know where you're from. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.